Success is not built in a day. It's built in the habits that you repeat every single morning. If you want to dominate life, you want to own the morning, you win the day, then you need to have habits that set you up for success. And so here are 5 morning habits that high performers will never skip. Hey guys, Brandon here, and in this video we're going to rip through 5 morning habits that high performers never skip. And if you want to be a high performer, then you take these on board and it's going to change so much for you. Number 1, wake up with purpose. Wake up like your life means something. High performers don't hit the snooze button. If you've got to hit the snooze button, that implies that your life is not good enough to wake up, to get out of bed. Like you're alive. Like people would pay so much to have one more day on this planet because they're on the deathbed maybe. You know, we take things so for granted. So be grateful. Your alarm goes off and be like, I might be tired, or I must be sleeping deeply, but I'm so grateful I get to get up. I've got a life to dominate today. And you get up and you've got clarity, you've got intentions of getting up. You've got plans set for the day because you've set the plans the day before. Your mindset's right. You know, the moment you wake up, you're done. You're there. You're setting a standard for yourself. It's a powerful place to be. So many people, they hit the snooze button and then they get more and more tired. You're never going to achieve something great if you can't beat the snooze button. If you're in a war with the snooze button every single day, you're not going to be able to go on and do great things. So as soon as the alarm goes off, get up. Just understand that sometimes, you know, if it's loud, it will startle you. So maybe there's some better options about, you know, gradual alarms or playing music or something like that. So just be mindful of that. But also wake up with purpose. Now, Marcus Aurelius said, when you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, and to love. And don't take things for granted. The second habit is to move your body. Whether it's a full workout or it's a short stretch or going for a walk. Personally, I like to work out hard in the morning because it sets myself up for the day. But if you get your body moving in the morning, you wake up the brain, you wake up the cells, you get the energy in the body and the movement in your body. And then that also builds the discipline of getting up and moving your body as well. It sets the tone for the day. So many people, they don't work out for one, or they work out later in the day and they kind of just get up and roll on into work, and maybe they're a bit late, or they get up, you know, and don't leave themselves all that much time. Whereas if you get up and you do a hard workout and you feel good, personally I've done more, come 9 o'clock or even 8 o'clock, I've done more than what most people do in a whole day. And I get up at 4, it's not ridiculous. And so it all comes from moving in the body, you know, getting some movement in your body, getting some good nutrition in your body, working out, getting the blood flowing. When you work out hard, you release some chemicals, serotonin, oxytocin, endorphins, dopamine. They can last for hours in your body and you feel good. It all comes from something simple of doing a hard workout in the morning. Now, Carol Welch said, movement is a medicine for creating change in a person's physical, emotional, and mental states, simply by moving. So if you haven't added this to your morning, if you haven't added this to any part of your day, add it to the morning starting tomorrow. Now the third one, fuel for peak performance. What you put in your body first thing in the morning, but all day, matters. Hydrate, get some high quality nutrition, and avoid the quick dopamine hit of junk food or something sugary. Now, depending on what you do, it might not be the first thing in the morning, but I highly recommend just drinking a big glass of water when you first wake up, get the metabolism going a bit. But it depends when you want to. Your first meal, whatever that might be, fuel yourself with good food. Food is fuel. And if you understand that, you're gonna look at things differently. How is my body gonna function if I eat something, for example, like a donut, compared to I eat something like, you know, some chicken and rice? How am I gonna function differently? How my body's gonna feel? What's the fuel source? How's my body gonna run? You know, if you think about it like that, then it makes it so much easier to make decisions on what to eat. So think about the food that you're gonna eat, and then if you have something shit to eat in the morning, generally that will set the tone for the day, and you might be in a high and low crash for the rest of the day. So really focus on fuel for performance rather than just eating anything that's there. Now, Hippocrates said, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. And that's exactly what I was saying. And the fourth habit of high performing men is mindset priming. Now this can be journaling, this can be affirmations, it can be meditation. Mentally strong men take the time to align their thoughts and their goals before the world throws distraction at them. I really like being in this state in the morning because it kind of like brings everything down. It puts me in a nice state. Personally, I do a number of these things. When I first get up in the morning, I put my headphones on that I'm programming myself with affirmations, whether I've said them to myself and it's like a recording that I'm playing, or whether it's something that I find on Spotify. I'm just programming myself with I am affirmations or you are affirmations. It's like I can see myself going, yes, it's like going into my mind. And then I jump in the cold exposure, and as I'm doing the hard thing, my mind's getting programmed at the same time as well. That's really powerful. And then after that, I do a couple other things, and then I write down what my goals are for today. I do a little gratitude, and then I do some meditation. Well, the meditation's in between that actually, but I do some meditation. I really calm my mind. You can't be stressed, you can't be anxious, you can't be fearful, you can't be angry or experience any kind of negative emotion really if you're in a calm state. And so if you can get yourself in a calm state in the morning, there'll be no stress, there'll be no worry, you know, it'll be really, really good for you. So try and do all those things, but if you can't, just focus on that. So your mind is a very powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. If you fill it with negative thoughts and you don't take the time to program your mindset or prime your mindset, you're gonna be negative and it's gonna carry through the whole day. So take the time to prime your mind, prime yourself for success. It's something that high performers do daily. And the fifth and final thing, in no particular order, attack your most important task first. Brian Tracy calls it eat the frog. Don't start the day reacting to things. Identify the one thing that moves the needle in your life and tackle that before anything else. Now, if you are in a job, when the first thing that you get to at work, make it the hardest thing, the thing that's going to take the most time, or the thing that maybe you're avoiding, do that first. The secret or the magic to your success is in the work that you're avoiding. Now, if you're in a business, again, do the biggest thing that you need to do. If you get caught up in meetings and reacting to different people and, you know, putting out fires all day, you feel like 12 o'clock comes and you haven't achieved anything. So the best thing to do is to just block off everything, because everything will survive. I learned that when I was in Vipassana. I was away for 10 days. No one could contact me, and I was like, if whatever happens in the business happens, I can't do anything. It's just gonna have to wait. There's no way of doing it. There's no way of doing anything. When I realized this, I realized how much things can wait. And so I always put my phone on airplane mode, and I always pick what's the biggest thing. You know, right now I'm doing all of these videos. We do a video a day we're putting out, and I film them once a week. And so I'm doing this, nothing else matters, just doing these things. You know, that's the first task I do because I know it's the most important for the day. I know it takes a lot of energy. I know it takes a lot of time. And so I put these out and I do this first, and nothing else matters. And then afterwards, I'm like, I've achieved so much for the day. So eat the frog first. The more you can do that, the more that you can get that big job out the way. Everything you do after that is a win. And that's how you hack things to get so much done, because you take that concept of, I'm gonna take the most important task and I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna do that, get that out of the way, get it done, and then everything else is a bonus. And so Mark Twain said, if it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And so what he means by that is, a frog in this world is like, the frog kind of talks about like a big task that needs to happen. You know, so do that first. You're gonna set yourself up for success. Every day ask yourself, what's the most important thing I could be doing today? Do that first. Don't let your mind try and make you an excuse that it needs to be done later in the day. You'll find a way to do it. Do that and you'll set yourself up for so much success. And those are the 5 habits that high performers use to get to a high level of success. So if you want to have a higher level of success, you need to have high level habits. You can't keep playing at the same level to get to a new level. If you want your life to change, you have to change things in your life. You can understand that. So maybe the habits in your life are the things that you need to change. So start implementing these 5 things today on top of everything else that you're doing. If you're already doing some, awesome, you're on the right path. But watch how much your life will change when you start doing this. So drop in the comments what you're committing to doing, which are the habits that you're going to take on board and you're going to start doing them if you want to be a high performer. Or if you are a high performer and you're not doing them, be mindful that you don't slip down and get complacent, because you need to keep yourself at a high standard. And if you need anything, remember, I got your back for life. I want the best for you. I want to help you grow and be the best version of yourself. So if there's anything I can do, reach out to me, book a call, or reach me on social media. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. You made it to the end of the video and you are one of the top 1%ers who get to this point. Now, if you're sick and tired of not growing to the level that you want, if you're sick and tired of being the same spot that you were 12 months ago, if you're like, you know what, I've got so much more to offer, but I don't really know how to get there, then if that is you, down below, book in your call with one of my team. Just enter your phone, enter your email, and enter your number. And hey, look, we can't reach you if you enter details that are wrong. So enter your right details. We'll be able to reach out to you. We'll show you the 4 stages that we take men through that's gonna completely rip you out of your current situation and push you in a new direction that where you want to go. I will push you as hard as I can to get that outcome for you, because I know how much the life is good on the other side of it when we get out of the shit, when we get onto where we want to go. So click the button and I'll see you on the other side.